Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight, I wanted to talk about this situation that happened with MsJACKYOH. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Um, Such a beautiful girl. She used to be on Wild 'N Out, doing her entrepreneurial stuff, and even was the lifetime or longtime partner to comedian DC Youngfly. And it was announced today that she passed away due to complications from getting a mommy makeover. Now, the exact reporting of exactly, what happened is still up in the air, but it is being speculated that it was between heart failure and some blood clots or something like that was supposed to have been going on. Now, I'm going to show a quick clip from her YouTube video just to give you guys a little bit of a refresher of who she is in case you guys don't know. And then I'm going to read through the reports of what's going on. It's such a sad situation. She leaves behind 3 children, and she has so much life yet to still live. And it's just a sad, unfortunate tragedy all our way around.
Who is JsJACKYOH? Well, I am a model, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an actress, I'm an artist now. I just released a song. I'm a life lover, I'm a producer, I'm a content creator, but most importantly, I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls, Nova and Nala Honey, and this is my honeylicious life.
All right. So that was her intro that she had on her YouTube channel, which basically gives you a synopsis of who she is and what she's about. Since that intro, she had another baby. I believe they now have a baby boy. And she has been, actively parenting her child, being in a relationship with DC Youngfly, and documenting her journey as a mother on YouTube. Now, her latest video that she had on YouTube was her going full out on supporting the Little Mermaid, taking her daughters with her, dressing up like the Little Mermaid, and creating those memories for her daughter to have and to cherish, with this new movie coming out with representation of a Black girl being in the Little Mermaid. She went out, she got all of her friends. They all went to go see the movie, view the movie, and all of them took their children to also see the movie. So I'm going to play just a quick snippet of that, and then we're going to talk some more.
Today, let's go. I just walked in the red tonight. Brittany. Ooh, gross. What does it say?
It says, "Thank you, Mommy. I love you. Thank you, Mommy, for getting the clothes and shoes." This is me.
Clothes and shoes. Okay, so this is me shopping, or is this you?
This is me. It's my name on it, and this is
okay.
Okay, so that was her daughter, basically writing her a cute little note and her reading through the note before they were set to go to the Little Mermaid. So I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. I'm probably gonna speed up. Let me see. How do you speed up? Playback speed. I'm gonna speed up the playback speed, but we're gonna watch a little bit of it.
Yeah, cute. You and Prince. Shoes. Okay, shoes is SHOES. And clothes is mommy will teach us. But thank you, baby. So cute. So these are the costumes. I figure, let's go hard or go home. So they got the gloves. They got the whole shebang. So mommy's gonna hop in the shower. They're gonna put their costumes on. So we can get out of here. It's already 4:30. We're supposed to be leaving at 4:45. So let's go. Oh yeah, did I mention that I obviously also need to be a mermaid? So
not every single one has to be a mermaid.
What is your favorite part of Little Mermaid?
When the prince and her get married.
Why is that your favorite part?
Okay, so that was her basically getting her daughter ready. They were going all out to go see the Little Mermaid. She talked about how, you know, all of her friends were caravanning to go. I think the comedian B. Simone was also in this vlog too. They all went to go see The Little Mermaid with their daughters. They all basically, you know, went all out. And it was such a beautiful video and a beautiful moment of moms and daughters coming together. And this was her last video that she had on her YouTube channel of her going all out with her friends and making this event special for their children. It has been reported, like I said, that she had went to Miami, and when she went to Miami, she was going to get this mommy makeover. So the doctor that she was going to work with is a doctor by the name of Zachary Oka or I don't know how to say his last name. And they captioned it and it said, "Getting ready for my mommy makeover." And she was set to go in. I'm reading through like different chats and blogs, and it says that I think some people said that they had communication with her after. So it seems like this was something that, like, after she came out of surgery, she was kind of coherent. It seems like from the chatter that I read online, again, I can't confirm it, but the chatter that I read online said that some of her, like, people, like, had received texts from her after. But then I guess after that, she started to have complications with these blood clots and things like that. That's also, you know, the chatter that's around social media. What's unfortunate about this situation is, you know, a lot of these like influencers, they get these doctors to basically sponsor these surgeries for free in exchange for promotion. And sometimes the unfortunate thing about it is some of these doctors are not good doctors. They just use influencers to drive in business because their work alone isn't enough to, you know, bring in the you know, customer base. And so sometimes you'll have influencers, and I don't know the case if this was a free surgery, but the way that, you know, they both kind of were promoting it, it seems like it goes in line to the situations when, you know, it's like, you know, an exchange for an exchange type of thing. And again, I don't know if this was a free surgery for her. I'm just saying a lot of times they will team up with a doctor and they get these services from doctors who aren't so great, because upon further investigation and upon looking into this doctor had a lot of red flags, and he had a lot of bad reviews and a lot of people who were disappointed with his work. And so it's so sad that a mom is trying to, you know, live her best life, be the best version of herself, go to a person like this, and now she's no longer living. You know, there's a lot of health screens and there's a lot of things that, you know, people like, they have health complications. Sometimes some of these doctors will still operate on you. For example, Rolly, who was on the Bad Girls with Zeus Network, the big girl Rolly, who, you know, clearly she's over the BMI limit, but yet there's this doctor who's willing to like work on her and do her chin and do this and do that. And, you know, it be exchange and people are putting their lives at risk. And it's such a sad thing. I'm going to read over some of these reviews from some of the people who basically went to this doctor and had complaints. But before I do that, I'm going to read over his, I hate when they do that. Okay, let's read through the reviews and then I will convert those images. They won't click over. All right, so this is a review right here that was left on behalf of the doctor. And this is what it says right here. This was a person who basically got a Brazilian butt lift. And they said, don't go if you need real lipo results. I went to Oka for a BBL last year and have had no results regarding my liposuction, other than some uneven lipo on my gut and spot on the left side that still causes discomfort. It was nearly impossible to contact the doctor before the procedure. He was not present for my pre-op appointment, and I met him for 45 seconds before the procedure when I showed him my wish pics. He took a glance and threw them to the side, not indicating that my expectations were unrealistic or answering my questions. This was a major waste of money. Please go somewhere with someone with more experience. I think he's claiming to specialize in athletic BBLs because he's no good at lipos, only adding minimal fat to the hips and butt. He cannot make changes to your shape. Okay, so this is another person. They said 1 star, terrible experience, do not go. They spent $8,200 with him. It says no results at all, does not lipo correctly, does not graft properly. I spent $8,200 for my surgery, and I am up to $10K plus with massages and recovery methods over this poor no results. I look the same as my pre-op, and I suffered so much during the healing process to end up looking the same. Do not waste your money, and please realize he is not board certified. Okay, so that is a couple of the people who left reviews. Let's look at some more. This person says that they spent $981 right here. And it says, I really didn't want to leave this review, but I'm left with no choice. I tried to address the doctor first personally, but I have not been in contact in regards to my concerns. I thought doing with Dr. Zach would be my best choice after visiting 3 other surgeons in South Florida. His Instagram was very convincing and appealing, but it's not until it's your turn that you realize everything isn't what it seems. The day of my consultation, I met with the coordinator. It was Evelyn, who was very nice and professional. I won't take that away from them. The staff was super nice and welcoming. Dr. Zach was also present during the consultation. I explained exactly what I wanted done to my body, and he guaranteed me he would take good care of me. Okay, cool. That left me feeling confident enough to go ahead and leave my deposit right then and there and schedule my date. Okay, all set. Oh, wait. Did they send me both parts? Oh, okay. So somebody sent me these screenshots. They didn't send me the whole thing on that one. Let's read this one. This is another one. So this person, they paid $29,000 for their BBL and lipo from this doctor. It says, I paid $29,500 for a BBL, lipo 360, and J plasma with Dr. Zach. I wasn't at all happy with my results. I knew right away after my procedure that he didn't do the aggressive liposuction I wanted that he told me that he could do. All the areas he did look barely changed at all. It looked like my back never had any lipo. The shape of the BBL looked nice, but one side looks completely different than the other. He kept telling me I had swelling at all my follow-ups. Now it's been a year, so obviously no swelling, and he wants me to pay $6,500 for a revision. For what he charges, he should do a revision for free. In fact, I was told that when I booked the procedure that he doesn't charge for revisions, that he would just charge for the anesthesia. Also, don't be tricked by his Instagram account. Okay? So that is another person who got surgery from him and he had a bad review. This is a person who spent $10,000 with him. Okay, this person says, I don't really recommend, especially if you want to be snatched. Dr. Zach will tell his dolls it's not realistic to get those results with 1 round, but he hardly takes any fat out. I'm on the smaller side, and he made me gain weight and barely took any fat out of my waist. My butt is still small. It was a waste of money. I'd recommend Dr. William at 305 Miami or Dr. Long in Houston. Do not come here if you want amazing results, okay? So those are some of the reviews that he has on his page, and he even has bad reviews as of this year, like a month ago, and things like that. Let me try to convert these photos over. The way that I saved them, they did not convert. So let me try to convert these photos over so that I can drag them into the thing. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me convert these over so that I can show you guys this mess. And it's such a sad situation because, you know, it probably was, and again, I can't say for certain, but it probably was, I'll knock off a certain price, or I'll do it for free. We do promo, da-da-da. And he's not a good doctor considering these reviews. So let me show you guys a couple more reviews, and then we will, divulge a little bit more. So, all right. So this is what his page for his business, I guess, highlights, which people were saying, like, this is a red flag in itself. So it says, Dr. Zachary Oka, whatever, is a plastic surgeon who primarily focuses on all surgical facial rejuvenation techniques as well as breast and body contouring. Under the instruction of Dr. Richard somebody else and Patrick somebody else, two of the most eminent and prolific plastic surgeons in New England, whatever. So it says that, that about him. And then let's read through some of these other reviews that were recent. So this review right here was in March of 2023. And this was a person saying, listen, I wish I would have seen this page before getting my procedure. I went to Dr. Zach in April 2022 for Lipro 360. I went through New Life Plastic Surgery where they gave you the option to choose a doctor. I chose him because he was on their IG page promoting Lipro 360 on smaller women and giving them an athletic look. Like one review previously posted, there were no post-ops, which was promised. I only seen and talked to him for a few minutes right before my appointment. Also, the building he was operating out of was sketchy. It was not what I expected to be a medical/plastic surgery facility. I can't say there are no results because I definitely have a smaller waistline and a flatter stomach, but it's not smooth. There's a lot of fat and skin above my belly button. My recommendation is to find another doctor. Okay. So another person posted under his reviews. This was February 23rd, 2021. It says, waste of money. It's been a year and my body is literally the same as I went in, minus about 5 pounds. I wanted a butt so bad, but I went through this painful process for no reason, and I'm still paying for it. He was friendly and I liked him a lot from the initial meeting. However, during this time, he was in the middle of moving from one location to his new location, and I never had a post-op appointment with him. I honestly feel like they were too busy for my post-op. I only had the ladies at the old facility to take my drains out who told me to keep trying to call them at the new place. I just wanted to speak with him to list my concerns, but after reaching out many times, I gave up. Now, a year later, I'm just disappointed, and I don't want anyone else to feel the way that I do. The look I was going for was an athletic, very slim waist with a nice butt. We also talked about the ab etching, which I didn't get either. Okay? So the last review that I will read is this one. It says, patient neglect. This was the biggest disappointment of my life. I waited about 2 to 3 years to get surgery with Dr. Zach, expecting great results. I finally got to do surgery with him at glamorous facility after surgery, barely saw any results from 360, and I was already fairly small. Not much fat was removed. Seems my procedure was rushed. A month in, I developed a lot of hardness and lumps, paying additional fees to get rid of. 2 months in, I felt I wasn't much improvement. I reached out to the facility and I didn't get anyone. I reached out to Dr. Zach and no response. I reached back out to the facility and I was informed Dr. Zach left the facility and pretty much neglected all the patients he had just to perform surgery on, and those that were fairly recovering and had major concern like myself. No post-op was given to me. I reached out via IG again to numerous pages of Dr. Zach, only to see that he has read and ignored. Upon booking, it stated it comes with all post-op appointments with Dr. Zach. To see, he has now neglect. Okay, so those are some of the reviews of this doctor, and it's so sad that, you know, this is the man that Jackie, you know, enlisted her life to perform this surgery, and now she has her life taken from her, and now she is away from her family and her children. Such a sad situation, gone way too soon. Looking at her Instagram, her YouTube, her social media in general, she looked like a fun, bubbly, sweet girl. She was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful girl. And it's so sad that she lost her life in this way. It seems like now it's not as many people getting surgeries as it was like a wave and it just was like a crazy phenomenon. It seems like we're kind of like slowing down a little bit, but people are still going out and getting procedures and getting work done. You know, I'm so sad for her and her family and her children who now have to go without a mom. Condolences to DC Youngfly, her parents, her family, and her friends. Such a sad way to go, especially this young, trying to correct, you know, something and it ending in tragedy. I'm a person who I've never had any type of cosmetic surgery. I got my fupa, and I'm just grateful that at the time that I possibly would have, you know, gotten surgery, I didn't have the money for it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in my early 20s, before I had grown into my grown woman body, like when I was still like, you know, very much slim and petite and skinny, I used to see, you know, Instagram and stuff like that. And I used to be like, ooh, I want a big booty. Like, cause my mom, since I've been young, she always had like a big butt. Like my mom has always been known to have like this big old, you know, natural, you know, ghetto booty or whatever. Before all the girls start getting the booties, like my mom used to be one of the main ones, just had, you know, a big butt. So I always like, you know, I kind of want a big booty, you know, but I was small and slim. I had a butt in proportion to my body, but I didn't have, you know, like a big old booty. Like, you know, I'm like, this is what the guys like. But, you know, around that time, like people was doing like butt shots, and I was like, I didn't really like how they looked. And, you know, to get it done the right way, I didn't have the money for it in my early 20s. And I am thankful, you know, and grateful for that. Like sometimes, you know, we feel like, you know, we not where we want to be, and things ain't working out, and we want things to happen. Sometimes, you know, things don't work out for a reason sometimes. And now that I do have the money to do it, you know, I'm just a lot more comfortable in my skin. Now, that's not to say that I ain't thought about it, but I'm just like, every time I think about it, I'm like, ooh, like, I want to fit better in my clothes, and I want my stomach to be flat, and I want, you know, I want to be able to wear a two-piece again and have my stomach out and all that stuff. And I be thinking like, you know, I'm going to go to the gym, and yeah, maybe my stomach will get flatter, but, you know, I got, you know, extra skin and all this stuff from when I had my baby. Like, I'm not going to be able to, you know, I want to be able to, you know, wear my half top, show my whole belly button and my stomach and all that. But then every time I think about it, it be some type of news story or some type of thing where it's like, girl, no, I'm not doing it. So all the while that I have now come to a place where I have money to do it, I got, more than enough money to be able to get whatever surgery that I want. I just don't even desire to do it. Like, even every time I be like, girl, like, you could just do a quick fix. I be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I be having my friend Lucky. Y'all know my friend Lucky. Um, Lucky just went. The town where the girl and the 5 people or the 4 people, the girl went, and the Mexican cartel gunned them down and all that. The kidnapped Americans for the tummy tuck. Lucky, right before that, a friend to the show had went to the same town to get work done and was like, come with me, let's be surgery sisters and let's both get our body done. And I'm like, bitch, not me. I'm too scared. Like, I'm like, I'm scared. So I'm just happy for my, like, not to say, and I don't know if that comes off insensitive because this woman lost her life. I hope I'm not coming off insensitive in any way, because her losing her life is a horrible tragedy. But I'm just thankful for that fear, that kept me from going there. Somebody said that's kind of insensitive. I mean, again, I'm not trying to come off insensitive. I'm just saying sometimes things happen to where you think back at how it could have been you, That's all, Sometimes you reflect on things where it's like, I could have made that decision. I could have, had a doctor reach out to me and say, hey, whatever. Like, it's a sad situation and it's unfortunate, for sure. So, and it's crazy too, like, right after, in Hollywood Unlocked, right? I'm like, child, this is crazy. Like, right after everybody announces that Jacqueline had passed, Hollywood Unlocked, like, within 10 minutes of that, like, posted that she passed. They, like, posted another post. And then the next post, they're like, right, hold on. Hello? What? I'm on live, but what? Right. Okay. I'm going to call you when I get off live. All right. That's my mama, y'all. She was calling me back to back. So I'm like, what the heck going on? Um, um, what was I saying? I'm sure her kids are devastated. I'm sure. Um, oh, I was talking about Jason Lee. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was like literally like she passed from plastic surgery, like another post, and then he was promoting like plastic surgery. I'm like, I know that certain ads need to be posted, but I'm like, the company couldn't understand to wait a day. Like, that was crazy to me. Um, I'm like, that is crazy to me. That was crazy to me. But My condolences to her and her family. Um, there's a lot of complications that come with these surgeries. Even my friend Lucky, like, after the surgery, had like some complications, like this stuff, that kind of stuff. That'd be the stuff that make me scared, like super scared. You said, Neek, is that a half wig? If so, it's nice. Thank you. It's a V-part wig. I'm wearing a V-part wig. I'm wearing a V-part wig. So crazy. Wildin' Out issued a statement in regards to Jacqueline, and they said the following. Hold on. Why isn't the whole thing showing? What is going on? Why is it cut off? Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all what it say. Okay. Maybe you can see it somewhat. All right. So right here is a post from Nick Cannon and Wildin' Out. And it says, we are deeply saddened by the passing of Jacqueline Smith, known to the world as Jackie. Oh, a talented Wildin' Out family member whose impact will be forever treasured and missed. Jackie O was a loving friend and beloved colleague of the Wildin' Out cast throughout 5 seasons. More importantly, she was a tremendous mother to 3 beautiful children. The BET Media Group extends our sincere condolences to the Smith family, DC Youngfly, B. Simone, Nick Cannon, and all friends who loved and cared for Jackie O during this difficult time. And that says, that was from a BET Media Group spokesperson. There was also a statement made from her family. So her family had posted this post right here to confirm that she had, in fact, passed away. And so it says the following from, I don't know if this is her father or whatever, her family. It says, from the Smith family, it is with saddened hearts we share with you that Jacqueline, aka MsJACKYOH, has passed away on Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. Our family is still processing this very tragic and unexpected loss. We ask that you please give us privacy during this time. And it was signed, her family and I believe her father. Also, there was post of her and DC Youngfly on Wildin' Out that was posted, and like TikToks that they did together. But I think they have like music in one, and then I don't know if me showing the Wildin' Out clip will flag the video. But, the fortunate thing in this very unfortunate situation is the fact that over on her YouTube channel, she documented so many memories with her kids, with DC, with her family. They had joint accounts together. Her daughter had her own account. And so her children will be able to forever cherish their mother's memory and be able to forever look back on the memories that they created together and that she documented. Whew, it's a sad situation. It is such a sad situation. I believe she's 33. We all put the wrong, I think, age, because it says she was born in 1989, so I believe she's 33. Going on 34 or something like that. Whew. Okay, so the next thing that I was going to talk about is this Jamie Foxx situation. Okay, a lot of y'all wanted me to talk about Jamie Foxx. I don't know what is going on. Some of y'all wrote me, you know, during the times where I wasn't really like making video. Oops, what happened? Where I wasn't like making videos, and people was like, Neek, talk to us about Jamie Foxx and what is going on. Now, today, Jamie Foxx is back trending because some guy claims that he has a source that told him that Jamie Foxx has a blind, he's partially paralyzed and blind because of the shot. You know what I'm saying? The shot. Now, he doesn't give a timeline of like, is this now or then? He just alleges like that this is the status quo, and he is the source of him having this alleged source that we don't know who the source is. And it's like, with all of these conflicting reports, what is really truly going on? If Jamie Foxx, to me, was actually in good health and he was actually healthy enough to be playing pickleball, I think that by now he would have made his fans' minds at ease by doing a simple video. Like, you don't got to get them in your business and they don't have to know everything that's going on. But it's easy to be like, hey guys, thanks for your concerns. I'm doing well. I'm recovering, to let people know that you're at least okay. The fact that there are so many reports of like, oh, he's doing good. Oh, he wrote from the account. And then the next day it'll be like, oh, he's got a brain thing going on. And oh, they're flying in neurologists. And then they're like, oh, he's okay. Oh, like, he's like, it's like all these conflicting reports. It's like something like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? It don't seem to be all copacetic. Like, it seems like there is something major that we just are not privy to. And again, it don't owe it to us to know his business. But I feel like if you are a celebrity and your fans have been put in a panic because they're thinking that you're almost deleted out of here, then I feel like, it's not your obligation to tell them that your business, but I feel like it's somewhat of an obligation to like visibly let people know that you're good. You know what I'm saying? And so when that doesn't happen and it's a celebrity that's normally like out and about and in these streets, I just be feeling like, what's really going on here? Like, what's really going on? But I'm going to let you guys hear what the guy had to say. He went on to Dr. Drew, and this is what he had to say. I'm gonna take the video off the screen just so that you guys can hear the audio. But it says, Jamie Foxx trends as many react to a rumor that he is partially paralyzed and blind following a blood clot to his brain. Journalist AJ Benza appeared on Dr. Drew podcast claiming he received this info from a source inside the room. Okay, so let me take it off the screen and then I'm going to let y'all listen.
I had somebody in the room who let me know that Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot. He did not want the shot, but the movie he was on, he was pressured to get it. This movie he's doing with Cameron Diaz. And I'm thinking, is that why he blew up on the set a week before this medical emergency happened? Is that why he fired 3 or 4 people because he just had it with these mandates? I don't know. But what I found out from the man in the room was that the blood clot in the brain caused him at that point to be partially paralyzed and blind. Because if you read into what they were saying early on, he's communicating with us. That doesn't mean talking. That could be anything. It could be, writing, sign language. I had somebody in the room.
All right. So that's what this guy's saying. He has somebody in the room, a source of a source, tell him that this is the case. But it's always something, different as the days go by. It's like he improved, then he's not improved, then he is improved, then he's not improved, then he's doing well, then he's not doing well. And it's like, what really is it? What really is going on? I feel like, and a lot of people have made comments and they were basically saying like, it's not our business. It's not our business. They don't owe us. Da, da, da. Okay, that's all good. But my whole thing is, if you're not going to divulge your business, then don't tell us nothing. That's kind of my thing. Like, if I'm not gonna tell you my business, I'm just not gonna tell you my business. Like, if I don't feel like, because they don't owe it to us to tell us, but I feel like if you put it out there that, I'm been in the hospital, I'm in the hospital for 3 weeks and this and that, like, at that point, it's like, say something. You know what I'm saying? Or don't tell us nothing. Like, wait till you fully recovered. Wait till you fully pull through. And then when you feel ready to tell us, then tell us. But to, like, be doing these little seeds, it's like, just don't tell us nothing until it's clear for us to know something. But yeah, this guy is claiming from a source of a source of a source that he heard from somebody in the room of this and that, this and that, this and that. Okay. Have at it what you will, but what do you guys think is the situation? Like, what do you guys think is going on with Mr. Fox? Okay. What do you guys feel is happening in this situation? Now, let's go on to the next. Now, Tyrese ex baby mama, she came forward and she says that it's not her fault that she is mixed. And she had a couple of things that she wanted to say, and social media kind of like felt some type of way about what she had to say. So let's get into it. So this is his ex, Samantha Lee, and she came out and she speaking about, she didn't ask to be mixed or something like that.
It's not like women. Women be the worst one. Oh, this, that, and the third. For things that I can't even control. I cannot control that I'm mixed. I had nothing to do with my birthing process. I had nothing to do with my mom and my dad getting together. Like, I had nothing to do with that. So, like, for you to hate on me for being mixed absolutely does not make sense. Like, all I've said is that, like, I'm white, black, and Hispanic. Well, you said you're Hispanic. Yeah, because I'm mixed with Hispanic. You have white in you. Yes, I have white in me, too. I have black in me, too. Look at my mom. You can't control these types of things. And it's not right that we do that. That's all I'm saying. Because if a woman on here is beautiful, I'm going to tell her she's beautiful. Women be the hardest people on.
Okay. And so, there was a lot of people who had a lot of stuff to say about it in the comments. So I'm just going to read a couple of the comments for y'all and show y'all what people had to say about it. Somebody said, this video right here is the very reason why I get offended when people assume I'm mixed. The audacity. Another person says, y'all need to stop that in the comments. Y'all definitely do. Y'all be the first to say, you think you all that because you're mixed. No, itch. You think I'm all that because I'm mixed. Stop it. Okay, another person says, hate on you being mixed. I'm confused. Make it make sense. Another person says, ma'am, that narrative that women hate on mixed women is worn out. Next, nothing. Wait. Oh, she said she didn't use no punctuation. Okay. She said, ma'am, that narrative that women hate on mixed women is worn out. Next, nothing is special about being mixed. Okay. Another person says, why would anybody care if you're mixed? Another person says, y'all leave this lady alone so she can shut up. Another person says, I promise you, absolutely no one is coming for you because you're mixed. We really don't give a F. Another person says, this is the mixed side of her talking. The black side would know to be quiet because it won't end well. Another person says, girl, ain't nobody Lord bridle my tongue. Let my words edify. Okay, and then another person says, she's right. Even the girls that give you a problem because of your hair, shaking my head, I had women hate on me because of the stupidest ish I can't control, shaking my head. Another person says, I wish mixed girls didn't try to make their personality. Another person says, this video right here is the very reason why. Okay, wait, no, I read that already. Okay, so I read through, it's gonna recycle now. Okay, so I just wanted to read through some of the comments that people were saying, but I will say this, and I'm gonna be for real. A lot of people in the comments were acting like outraged about what she's saying and things like that, but I'm gonna be honest. The first thing that comes to most of our fully black minds when we see these entertainers with these ethnically ambiguous or non-black women is, okay, you don't date black women, you know? So it's like, we can't act like the whole, how come you ain't with a black woman thing ain't out there when we see these ethnically ambiguous women. Now, she is a person who, she look closer to white than she do black, or she look closer to, you know, Hispanic than she do black. So when he popped out with her, there was a lot of people who was looking at her with the, another girl that ain't black. You know what I'm saying? So we can't act like that's not really a thing. You know what I'm saying? That is. So, you know, I just wanted to say that because, you know, it is a thing. And, you know, it is what it is. Moving on. So let's talk about Miss Megan Thee Stallion, honey. We gonna talk about Miss Meg Child. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion done popped out with a new man. Megan done dropped party off at the door and done popped out with this soccer player out of nowhere. And everybody is wondering, when did the party end? Okay. When did the party end? Now, when did the party end? People is like, Megan, girl, what's tea? What's up? Okay, so she is with this soccer player who is allegedly worth, or I guess seemingly worth, $150 million. Okay. And so, you know, they were seen out and about, all lovey-dovey, you know, holding hands and at a wedding together for one of the other soccer players. And, you know, it was a whole thing. And social media basically had a lot to say about it. There was a lot of reactions to Megan moving on with this soccer player. And one of them, I forgot to add the tab of all the reactions because there was one post that had all the reactions. But one of the tweets, it said something to the effect of, it was like, you can be there for a woman while she going through what she going through. You can be through her. You could be down with her through thick and thin. And you could be somebody like Party, and your girl will still leave you for the next man who got more money. Or it was something to that effect. Like how, you know, you could stay down with a chick, love on a chick, and she'll still leave you for the next man with the more money. Okay. And then a lot of them were like, oh, the party is over, like using his name as like a thing. And then you know, talking about how how Party was down with her through the Tory Lanez thing and all that. But what I will say is, just because somebody was down with you during a time, don't mean that they didn't have you effed up at a time also. Okay, so we can't assume what's going on in their relationship. We don't know. You know, just because, you know, he was down through, you know, her dark time, don't mean that he didn't have her effed up a time or two. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And they always be trying to like do a thing when they done messed up. Now, I also didn't go far back enough, but just a couple weeks before she popped out with this soccer player, like, I want to say, ooh, and Meg girl, you know that this man just had a whole poetry thing professing about you or whatever. It was like literally like a week before she popped out with this guy. Party was basically going viral on all the blogs because he had did like this poetry slam. And it was all about like his love for Meg Thee Stallion. And then like a week later, she pop out with this soccer player. Y'all know how they be doing when they be messing up. Child. But we don't know what's going on with that situation. But child, she moves on. Okay? She moves on, honey. She moves on. All right, so the last thing that we're going to talk about is Danny Lay. Danny Lay recently was arrested on 3 felony charges for a DUI hit and run. She allegedly dragged somebody that was on a moped for a block before the police stopped her. Now, according to the reports, it says that she was arrested Tuesday morning in Miami Beach, where she allegedly hit somebody on a motorized scooter. Witnesses say the singer was swerving in and out of the lanes before hitting a pedestrian. She allegedly dragged the moped a block before somebody flagged down a police officer. Danny reportedly failed a field sobriety test and later failed a breathalyzer test. The officer claims that she blew nearly twice the legal limit, and as a result, she got a DUI and she got these charges. And this was over Memorial Weekend. Okay. Now, there was a lot of people who were sympathetic to Danny Lay and saying like, oh my God, poor you, like, you know, all these things like that. And then there were women who were angry and throwing the whole yellow bone thing in her face. And so let me show you what this woman had to say about it, okay? Let me show you, hold on. Let me show you what this woman had to say about it because she was pretty angry.
Driving.
Wait, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Wait, but it shows my DMs. Hold on, wait. How do I go? Let me go off of this. All right, let me click it like that.
Ran over somebody while drunk. The fact that Miss Yellowbone ran over somebody while drunk driving, causing this person to have a fractured spine and kidney lacerations. And all so many of y'all can say is how beautiful her mugshot picture is. She looked like she's drunk and she just almost killed somebody. Like she's facing years in prison. Also, we know the baby is cringe, but this is not his fault. She did this. Drinking and driving is one of the most selfish, reckless things that you can do, and that's what she did. And too many people are talking about how sorry they feel for her. I feel sorry for the person that she ran over and almost killed. In 2023, even regular folks could make a call and have a driver come and pick them up. So she most definitely had other options besides hopping behind the wheel drunk. It's not worth it, y'all. Call it the fact.
All right. So, like I said, some people felt, you know, sympathy for her and they felt bad for her. And some people came for her neck, child. Some people came for her neck and they came, you know, for her and they felt like, girl, you should have did better. You shouldn't have been drinking and driving. And there are rideshare options available. And it is what it is. She will have the consequences of whatever she did, and you know, that is that. I want to leave on this note. I wore this shirt, and I've been having this shirt for a while, and I haven't worn it yet, but this shirt, it says self-love, because at the end of the day, like, a lot of us, we have insecurities, things that we don't like about ourselves. You know, we live in a society where, you know, we have, you know, people who have flat stomachs. We see the glamorous life of, you know, like, oh, like, look, like, she has followers. Look, her body is this, her body is that. You never know the other side of it. You know, take, for instance, Ari, right, with Moneybagg Yo. Ari, she was dating Chi Herbal. Then, you know, he got with Ari. And, you know, a lot of people look up to her and they're like, oh, you know, her body is goals, her body is snatched, her body is this. They also look up to Jada and they're like, oh, her body is, you know, banging, which they do have nice bodies and they both have had cosmetic surgery. But on the flip side of that, the grass don't always be green. You know what I'm saying? We seen how Little Baby cheated on Jada and was making an embarrassment out of her. And now recently we hear Moneybagg Yo coming forward admitting to how he was cheating up and down on Ari as well. And it's like, these situations don't be as glamorous on the other side as a lot of people think. Like, we're looking and we're searching for these images of this look, of this lifestyle. And that lifestyle don't always be, you know, the best. The same way you got a dude in a community and he's slinging community D and he, you know, giving this girl BV, that girl BV, and, you know, swapping fluids with the whole town and everybody mix matching and all that. The same thing is going on with these influencers that you're looking for, looking up to, and you're trying to, you know, attain this image and this lifestyle. All of that stuff is not always greener. There's a lot of stories of women who not passing away from plastic surgery, but there are a lot of women who messing up their bodies more than what they had before they even went. Like, girls going to get, you know, their stomachs done, their bodies done, and then now they have these lumps and these hard things. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's easier to say, you know, self-love, but I just wish that we can try to look within and love ourselves and be easy on ourselves a little bit more. A lot of us see, you know, people in different places like, oh, you know, I got, you know, I've been working hard and, you know, I have accomplished this much, and this person, they accomplished that much, and, you know, I'm not right there yet. Like, run your race at your pace. You get what I'm saying? Whatever is meant to you will come when it's your time and when you're ready for it. You know, we got to stop trying to like compete and try to attain these unrealistic goals for ourselves, and just input a little bit more self-love in there. Again, it's easier said than done. Before, like, I want to say the top half of this year, you know, I was going through like a depression and I couldn't create videos. I just couldn't bring myself to get on camera and create. Like, I just couldn't do it. But what I did to kind of bring myself out of that, I started going to the gym. I went to the gym. I started doing laps in a pool. Like I'm doing, laps back and forth, 30 laps, 40 laps in a pool, getting out the pool, going and getting on the Stairmaster, getting on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? And that was very therapeutic for me. That helped me get out of the dark space that I was in. And it helped me just appreciate me a little bit more. Like when I was in the pool, right? And I'm doing the laps. It's just me in the pool, just, going from one side of the pool to the next, one side of the pool to the next. And as I'm doing laps in the pool, I'm just with myself in my own thoughts, trying to achieve, a goal of like, okay, Nick, you're getting a little too heavy. Everybody thinking you're pregnant. Every time you get on camera, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat, And it's like, I'm like, okay, I got this goal, and through that, just striving for the goal to just kind of bring my weight down, tone my stomach down a little bit, and working out, like it was such a stress reliever. A lot of people say like, well, no matter how much I go to the gym, like it's not gonna give me a fat ass or it's not gonna give me the results, but it will help stimulate and help you mentally a lot of times. So it's not just about, trying to get the flattest stomach or the biggest ass or whatever. Sometimes going to the gym is as therapeutic as sitting down and talking to a therapist. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to leave with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will try my best to be more consistent. I don't have any trials like currently that I'm going to be sitting in. So I have a lot more time. I just kind of really wanted to experience sitting through like 2 trials from beginning to end. And so both, those trials, it took up a lot of time. I know a lot of people really kind of wasn't, like some people were interested in the whole T.I. and Tiny thing, but like a lot of people, it wasn't scandalous. It wasn't juicy. So they didn't really care. But I was interested to see, something from beginning to end. And for that, I sacrificed time to be able to make videos for you guys. But now that that's over, I'm able to pump out videos. I felt like I kind of neglected y'all for the first half of the year, but child, I needed to get my mind right. I feel like even when I was doing commentary, y'all could tell like something ain't like, girl, like you going hard right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, let me back up, So I started to just post on my my Instagram. I started to just, find joy in that. Like, I'm like, ooh, I like looking for stories to post that, I don't necessarily have to do commentary on. I still can, bring the people up to speed on what's going on around the world. And then Simply Anna, she like helped me. I'm like, girl, you want to make posts on my page? She was like, yeah, show me how to do it. I showed her how to do it. So now me and her together, like post on my page. So I really, really love that. I'm probably going to like gear more into trying to like make money off my Instagram because I like doing that more than like commentary for real. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and I will see you guys on the next video.